So here we are, nowhere, just north of Muncho Lake, mile 460 or something like that on the Alaska Highway. We made about 460 miles today. It's just a huge mountain range for as far as you can see. Mountains all the way around. This is just a pull-off beside the road. There's only one little tiny no camping sign that I didn't see, so we're going to try and camp here for the night. We haven't seen a cop in 4 days, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. And as I pan around, you can see it's just a huge, gigantic mountain range all the way around us. And out there you see it's just a gigantic field of rock all over the place. It's pretty wild. Around to the motorhome again. And now this is the bad part about our big campsite here. We got to listen to this all night. There might be one of them go by every hour. And that's about as bad as it gets. Just some information that we learned. In general, Canada's roads are at least 10% better than ours, maybe 20%. They're smooth. I was surprised and a bit disappointed when we got on the Alaskan Highway. They make it sound like you're turning off and going into the woods and nowhere land, but actually, as you can see, the semis run through here for this section anyway, which is a pleasant surprise. The road is wide paved shoulders. Good signage and everything. It's just a long ways between cities and stuff. Although there was a couple of huge cities that we went through, and a few small ones. Muncho Lake is a small city. It doesn't have any businesses at all. There's a McDonald's campground and bar and grill. There's gas pumps there, but they didn't look like they were hooked up. I'm not sure if they use them anymore or not. We were really surprised coming across Manitoba. We come over to North Dakota and come up through at a little place in the middle of nowhere. There was about a 30-year-old Border Patrol girl there that checked us out. Asked a bunch of questions. She looked in the motorhome. She was real friendly, and I think she just needed somebody to talk to. She said they only get 100 cars a week across that border crossing. So then we come up into Manitoba, and the Canadian highway is a divided highway all the way. And, you know, when we go out of Michigan into Canada, we see nothing but woods and mountains. And Manitoba has amazingly huge flat farmland for as far as you can see. Gigantic fields, a lot of wheat, so a few 100-acre sunflower fields, a lot of canola. We saw some beans, a few sugar beets, we think, but just a huge farm area across Manitoba, and farms with 15, 18 huge silos. Just all kinds of stuff. As you see here, I don't know, it's probably going to white out, but the sun's kind of going down, about to go down on the mountain there. And so far it's been a great trip. The motorhome has been performing perfectly. There goes another motorhome coming by. And a lot of Class C motorhomes up here, a lot of them, and very few of the big monster Class A's, but we've seen a few. And it's just an interesting thing. We saw huge signs, several signs, some of them like 8 foot high and 12 foot wide, big warnings for caribou, moose, elk, sheep, We just come past one. It says Buffalo. In fact, I can pan around here. That sign, that big sign you can see right down there, says "Beware Buffalo Crossing." They put them big signs, and the last 60 or 70 miles we just came by was supposed to be one of the areas where there's the most wildlife, and we never saw a critter. Jill has seen 2 bears. She got just a glimpse of them as we was going by. We did see some elk and some things you've seen in the other pictures. A bunch of sheep today. We got a bunch of pictures of them. We'll post them later. The motorhome, like I said, has been performing perfectly. We got the oil change this morning in Dawson Creek. It only cost $173. What a deal that was. But that's the going rate. They change the oil and check the tires and all kinds of stuff. Of course, that's Canadian money, so it's not quite that bad for us. But so far the trip is going near perfect. We haven't had any major fights, and we're getting along just good. So I'll post more later.